But the big story at this hour, the Supreme Court has resumed the hearing in the Mudgal panel report on the fixing and betting charges in the IPL today. All eyes on whether the Apex Court will reveal the names submitted by the probe panel in a sealed envelope. Well, that's the big question. The fate of many will also be at stake. The Supreme Court is hearing that Mudgal report. Details right now as we speak. The big question is whether those names submitted in the sealed envelope will be revealed or not. Let's take a look at what to expect from today's hearing. The Supreme Court could give its view on the report after studying it. Carrying on from the last hearing, it could ask both parties whether the contents should be made public, and if yes, then which parts. With the AGM scheduled for the 20th of this month, the Supreme Court may well give its ruling in this regard. The major point to watch out for will be what it says on N. Srinivasan. BCCI lawyers have already argued that there is nothing against him and that he should be allowed to fight the BCCI elections. And joining us live from Kolkata is Boria Mazumdar, consulting editor, TVTN. We also have with us Kishore Bhimani, cricket writer and commentator. He's also joining us live from Kolkata. Boria, the big question really is the fate of N. Srinivasan as well as the CSK.
Correct. I mean, these are the two central points that everybody would be interested in, because Gurunath Mayappan is guilty. That is now a proven fact. I mean, even in the first report, the only doubt was whether the voice sample was that of Gurunath, and subsequently we broke the story on headlines today that the voice sample was indeed that of Gurunath. Now, if that's the case, then he is guilty of betting. Now, if a team principal is guilty of betting, will that mean that Chennai Super Kings be scrapped? According to rules, it should be. So, question is, what will the court say, and what view the court takes? And does this mean that Mr. Srinivasan, who had said that Gurunath is a mere enthusiast, so does this mean that Mr. Srinivasan was involved in a cover-up? Because if it doesn't, then Mr. Srinivasan should be eligible to contest the election. But if it does, then what happens to Mr. Srinivasan? These are the two central questions that everybody's waiting for answers.
All right, Boria, we're getting some reports coming in that the next hearing has been scheduled for the 24th of November. We will wait for Shivani to bring us details on that. But Mr. Bhimani, what does this really mean as far as the AGM is concerned? Because it seems to be a head-on battle really between N. Srinivasan, if possible, if he can contest, and Sharad Pawar.
Well, obviously, Sharad Pawar's name is now cropping up because obviously he was the contender. If he was somebody who could challenge Srinivasan's stand in complete dictatorial stand that he has. Today, I think a lot will depend on how we interpret 11.3 subsection 3, because they have all held, playing the card very close to the chest, the cricketing authorities have held that the interpretation of that rule and the application of that rule lies with the government, with the governing body of the IPL. Now, the governing body of the IPL is most unlikely, obviously a Srinivasan body, is most unlikely to be indicting Srinivasan and throwing him out. Now, if the court rules that 11.3 subsection C in spirit is what it really does mean, the game has been brought into disrepute and that Srinivasan shouldn't stand. All of us who love the game are hoping for that kind of decision, but it would have to be mentioned by the Supreme Court. Because I don't believe that quoting 11.3 subsection C is necessarily going to disqualify the team. Because what you have already seen the discussion, Boria has given at great length to disclose all the aspects to you, all the parameters that are being considered today. But the thing is that it's not just an IPL match-fixing record. It's a record that will comment obviously on such things as conflict of interest. The very fact to
all right, Mr. Bhimani, I will have to interrupt you there.